Welcome back to... Okay, I wasn't expecting to be this at the start of the bank because I actually want to be in a safe room because I want to correct a travesty from last time. Anyway, welcome back to Persona 5 Royal Kaneshiro's Palace. I forgot to show the consults for any of the safe rooms so far. I think I know the reason why, honestly. It's because we've had so much plot, we've had so much downtime between the last palace visit and now that I was just very eager to actually just record the palace, so I forgot to show these talks. Don't get hasty, Panther, we can't expect to do this all in one day. Morgana, have you seen what we did in the previous two palaces? Yeah, Morgana clearly doesn't understand how Max Confidant guides work. Oh, didn't Yosuke mess up that saying before? Like in Persona Q? I feel like that's a running joke in the series. I didn't realize that until now.
What are your thoughts?
Final part of our battle is beginning just now. The end begins now, I guess. I forget what that was the tagline for. I know that was the tagline for something. But anyway, let me see. Ryuji, Morgana, Makoto. I mean, technically I probably should put her out of the party at some point, but... okay, I suppose I can put... I'll put Arn in for now.
Roger.
I don't think Morgana and Arn have been in the same party since, you know, since the whole Showtime incident. Oh, okay, I just go down these stairs and I'm right where I need to be. I could recover Joker's SP, but I kind of want to show, mindfulness activating. But I have very, very sad news. When we go through this door, this music is gonna stop playing for the remaining part of the dungeon. I'm so sorry.
Dude, there's money all over the floor.
So he took all of this from the weak. He's going to pay for this.
This is Price Another Version. I do like that this dungeon changes music halfway through, or well, actually, definitely less than halfway through, but I definitely don't like this one as much as the first version of Price. It's still a decent song, and I do like how it really gives that whole feeling of, oh, things are getting serious now, but, yeah, we also have some things to hide from now. And a tutorial, because these cameras work a little differently. Yeah, they don't have a, they're not always on.
What about this?
What about this? We pass through them when they're not recording, yeah? Now, the guards down here, I believe, are different types of enemies to what we've been seeing previously. And yeah, we can only dash forwards when the cameras are off. Yeah, see, we couldn't ambush then. Now, hopefully the camera won't turn back on right after this battle, because I believe you are... Oh, you're Lenon Seeds, yeah.
Alright, the first move is ours. It's weak to fire. We're about
Good time to put Arm back in the party, I guess. Yeah, and she's going next, so let's do this. Yeah, I fused this thing before, but if you haven't got it yet, now is a very good time to recruit one, because a lot of things, as I mentioned previously, in this dungeon are weak to side. Oh wow, one of them barely survived. It'll probably, this sounds really weird out of context, but it'll probably beg for its life if I leave it, but no, I'm just gonna take it down. I already have one after all, and I've got a better one than, you know, generally speaking, fusing a persona is, I knew that would happen, is stronger than, like, personas you make through fusion will be stronger than anything you recruit through negotiation. It's kind of like that whole saying that a trained Pokemon is stronger than a wild Pokemon at the same level, which was actually just the earlier games avoiding telling you about effort values. I still can't believe they never really explained those fully. But yeah, there is a Will Seed room coming up.
It's somewhere.
Like, this music is kind of cool, but I still much prefer the original version of Price. You know, I think we have to go down the other way. Yeah, there's basically a giant money bath down there, just like they were kind of talking about earlier. This part of the palace kind of has a bit of an interesting kind of quasi-history for me, because I saw this in one of the trailers, and the trailer actually messed up and put the palace deadline for the 4th palace here instead of for this one. And the 4th target is kind of a spoiler, so Yeah, that was a bit of a weird thing for them to do. It led to people having some interesting theories, I'll just say, but I'll go into that once we reach the 4th palace. But let's go ahead and nab this will seed. There's money even stuck over all of the walls. Yeah, this really is like the... I was talking about hyperinflation, like, in the class conversation earlier, and I've seen photos of some places where inflation is so bad that, like, they make novelty purses out of banknotes because they're that worthless.
I can see it.
Okay, so there is a chest down there. And I'm kind of wondering how okay, I think we need to drop down from above. Yeah, here we go. We've got another... I keep wanting to call these hookshot points because that's kind of what they are. Oh, you have to manually aim the hookshot though, so I guess it's not quite the same thing. But it does remind me a lot of the hookshot. Black Kogatana. So yeah, that's not technically a weapon yet. It's an item you can use to transmute personas into weapons. So, in fact, we might want one of those coming up quite soon. Speaking of things that we want soon, though... Oh, careful. Yeah, I haven't really seen much in the way of the dialogue from these guards. I'll be showing it in the last part of the palace, as is customary. Ah, I was hoping it was something else. I think you are actually the strongest physical persona that I have, so... Yep, there we go, one shot. And an extra blank card. You will probably want to stockpile those before the end of this palace as well, just saying. Yeah, there's something pretty big that unlocks in the vault room in the end, and I've been very much looking forward to,
That was a little too easy.
Yeah, I know that it might be weird to give it essentially a part in its own right, but it probably will be getting its own part because it's a very big mechanic and it's one that's particularly important. Hi there, yep. I mean, I've got the first level of Oya's security bonuses, so I'm not too concerned about the security level so far. But you just want to make sure that you're making good use of Third Eye. Okay, that's going to lead to more of where we need to go. Here, though, we can go up, and I believe this is, yeah, this is just going to open up another, I still love, it's a TV trope thing, and I know that using, like, TV tropes in casual conversation can be very cringy, but, I like the name Door to Before for things like this. It's like a shortcut in a dungeon that opens up that you can more easily access. Makes it more convenient to access later parts of a dungeon from earlier parts of a dungeon. Okay, I really want you to be Yuxinis. I know the Yuxinis can show up here, and I need one. Aha, there they are.
The first move is off. We're evenly matched here.
Human-eating lady. I usually fuse one before now. I don't think I've ever seen what its quote-unquote demon name is. But yeah, look at that conveniently placed hair that always conveniently prevents the game's rating from going even higher. But
We're evenly matched here.
I forget what these things are weak to. I want to say nuke. Yes, they are. Okay, then. So as I said, I need one of these. Irritable. Okay, then.
I'll let it go. Look at it grumping around. Better not make any wisecracks with this
Yeah,
one.
Irritable Shadows dislike playful answers. I think they prefer serious answers. What's going to happen to me now? What do you want to happen? It's a secret, huh? Again, like, prefer serious answers, so maybe this? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, simple and straight to the point is what Irritable Shadows like. Mixed messages. How do you really feel about me? You're beautiful, you're scary, nothing in particular. Well, I'm guessing that's probably vague. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling you'd like that. Okay, good. So the reason why I wanted one of these is that Yuxinis start with counter, and by fusing them with, I forget the other thing I need to fuse it with, but this is the easiest way to make Phoenix with counter for rank 4 of strength. Also, I guess right now, like, the fact there are a lot of, like, female shadows, showing up here, I like to think this is the part where, like, the bank, to prevent you from quitting the bank, this is where the bank breaks out the sexy secretaries and tries to do that whole thing, like that episode of Friends. Or alternatively, these are all, and this is not going to make sense to anyone because it's an ad that's been on TV a lot where I live, but these things are all, Kaneshiro's companion Phoebe, who loves fees. And whenever you beat them, he says, "No, my beloved Phoebe!"
Let's go. Nice work,
Yeah,
team.
that's just a weird ad that's been on TV where I live a lot. I typically don't like referencing ads because in general, hi there.
Keep it up.
I've always been a very anti-advertising person in general, but anyway, I just thought that it was somewhat appropriate here because it always made me think of this. Because Kaneshiro, even though he's a mob boss, he's also a play on the whole evil banker stereotype. And this is another case where I can mention a TV trope that I think is great: morally bankrupt banker. That just sums up the trope so well and also sums up Kaneshiro really well. I think that when he was first revealed, a lot of people thought that Kaneshiro was an actual banker. But no, he's just a mob boss who likes to act like one. Oh, dash right past you. I'm pretty sure that these things always turn into Orthrus, so they kind of get progressively weaker the further you go, but now they can turn into 2 Orthruses. So that means 4 heads. I feel like if this was a mainline game, they'd have 2 press turns, 1 for each head, but I don't know if that's ever been a thing in any of the games. I do like how in Digital Devil Saga, Orochi has 1 press turn for every head.
Okay, guys.
Which means like one of the best ways to deal with him is to lower his accuracy, because that way he starts missing and then we waste like all of his turns.
All right.
I'm referencing Digital Devil Saga a lot in this part. Okay, also there's a chest right there that I did not even kind of notice. Let me take that. Relax gel. Just cures most mental ailments, which we might be seeing some of them. And now it's literally raining money. And also the big boss himself is here. So I guess we're going to have to eavesdrop on someone again. So, yeah, here we go. 1/2 of this room has a red shadow in it. The other half does not, but the half of the red shadow has a chest. So, well, it looks like we're going to have to do things the hard way then. Yep, for some reason I was just out of ambush range from the hiding spot there. Alternatively, I could go down, grab that chest, go back up, and then go the safer way.
A beautiful rose has thorns.
Okay, Morgana got something new, May Patra, which means that regular Patra, unless we want to be SP efficient, is not going to be that useful. Dizzy, forget, sleep, hunger. Yeah, I had a hard time fitting that in the in the bios because I don't really have a whole lot of space there. Revival bead. Okay then. Oh, and yeah, there's I do have to fight that because there's a gold chest there and I don't want to leave those behind because these dungeons being one time, I'll be missing them permanently if I do.
Oh, an enemy. And it looks strong.
Gasp, an enemy. Morgana, you're not Fuka, thankfully.
Your true form.
Honestly, a lot of people probably would prefer Fuka to Morgana. Okay, this time, I'm going to pay attention to when it gets its turns. A lot of people have actually said that Makajama is better than Pulika in this game because it lasts for multiple turns rather than just one. Well, let's debuff you. That's not going to get rid of your ailment. Oh, great, Morgana's on the field. And I can't swap him out, because there may be a potential way to swap out party members in this game mid-battle, but we don't have access to it now.
Who's next? Okay,
yeah, you are going next. In that case, I probably should just buff again or debuff. What do I have? Ma Rakunda. I know I have regular Rakunda on something, or did I immediately get rid of it? I may have immediately got rid of it.
Some other way.
Okay, yeah, enemies also have some pretty funny lines when they get statused. I guess I'm just gonna... Okay, for some reason I thought you were maybe immune to that, but no. Oh, okay then.
Panther, this is all for you.
I don't know what triggered that exactly. I think it's because the enemy is debuffed, but he's going next. Okay, yeah, so there are some times when you really don't want to use Showtime, and this is now. Oh, well, missed anyway. Oh, barely did anything. Okay, then. Well, yeah, thought for a second that was, gonna go really bad, but let's not do that. Let's use, you, Lenanshi. There we go, Intense Focus, Sayo.
Incredible Joker.
Do it.
I'm not taking my advice and paying attention to when it gets its turn next. But I can't really check that while I'm doing a hold-up. Okay, Arn goes next, and then I think he goes after. I'll try this. This is a little more reliable than sleep.
We recommend attacking any enemy who has a status ailment.
No, I'm not going to follow your advice, Makoto, because if I did, then it would. Also, I meant to use Tarunda there, not sleep, but oh well, because then it would recover from the ailment, because that's the way that Forget works in this game.
You're mine.
We're all knocked down. That was incredible.
Is it in negotiation phase now? I feel like maybe it's not. Yeah, no, it's not. They have to be like in their sort of kneeling down, injured animation before Dangerous Shadow will negotiate with you. So I think now it's probably in potential negotiation phase.
Let's go.
Oh, okay then. You really want to do this, don't you? But I mean, I won't be able to negotiate with it if that happens, so I want to try and just get money. Me don't know how to use the attack now. Oh, okay. Just because you insisted. That was a weird fight. That was a really weird fight. I mean, come on. If you're gonna ask me to do that 3 times, I'm gonna have to oblige eventually. Okay, and you leveled up out of it. Oh, Agilao, that's nice. Medium fire damage. So, I can still use Agi if I need cheap knockdowns, but higher damage on the main caster is always good. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this. It doesn't really, like, save you all that much. It's only a 10% activation rate, but I mean, it's better than nothing. And I do think that the counter skills were way too powerful in Persona 3, so I'm glad they nerfed them, like, in 4 and 5, because, again, high counter, as I love saying, in Persona 3 was a 50% chance of repelling physical, which is kind of stupid. Oh, hey, it's a better weapon from Makoto. Okay, I don't know if that has any kind of special effect, or if that's just a slightly stronger weapon. Knuckle Duster. Nope, just stronger weapon, with a tiny bit more accuracy.
I can feel it.
And I suppose right now we can just keep going down. Oh, actually, no, that's a dead end. So I've got to go back up the other way and climb down the stairs on the other side. I said earlier that I knew this palace decently well, but I guess, yeah, this part of the palace, I remember maybe a little bit less. I think it's probably because the part that comes right after this is a lot more infamous. And the part that comes before it is also kind of, oh, wow, okay, then that's a lot of pixies.
That shadow was crazy.
Okay, that could be fun. Although, does he have any nuke skills? Can potentially get like a full baton pass chain all the way up to him though. I think he has at least one. Could be wrong there. I don't exactly want Arn to hit the exploding one. Okay, hit one of them. There we go. Oh, she hit one that wasn't a... Dang it, that ruins the baton pass chain. Forgot that she hit one that was already knocked down, but I guess in that case I'm only going to get a one chain here, which is not the best, but you do have multi-target. Oh, you only have single... Oh, you do have Muff Ray on someone. Not the best magic stat for it though, but I guess you'll do. Oh, and it still beat everything anyway. I don't know if that's the first time we've seen this. I think we did see that with the Dark instant death, but yeah, if an exploding shadow like dies when like everything else does, it just disappears and you still get the item. So you can't miss out on getting the item from a disaster shadow. Still love the way these guys move. And can't actually dash that piggy bank. Yoink. Unopenable lock. A lot of the sellable treasure items have really great names.
Show me your true form.
Take this! Let's see that again, Panther!
Oh, I did not recruit Oni before. I guess I should attempt to now.
It seems jolly. Try cracking a joke.
Cup of tea or something. Upbeat. So sorry, brew your own. I'm not known for being polite. Does this country even have a future? Well, given P5 and its themes, I mean, it does. Don't expect it. The elderly have bad manners. Huh, I don't even know which of these is like a joking or upbeat answer. Huh. Wanna try this? Ah, yeah, wow.
Damn it.
Okay, yeah, that is, making the Shadow angry, and thus, they break the negotiation entirely. Yep, Oni's still got it. I got kind of cut off from saying this, earlier, but I was mentioning that, like, Oni's gave me great shades of a certain Shin Megami Tensei speedrun, where, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, basically he got into an encounter with like 3 Onis, and they just spammed Rampage, over and over and over, and then, if I don't get the technical knockdown here, Joker may die. So I probably should heal. Yeah, like, logically speaking, I probably should heal here. Yeah, I shouldn't risk it. Wage war! That is mass rage. Only Makoto got hit by rage, which is somewhat fitting. Not even a technical. And you're going next, and you like using Rampage, and you have no weaknesses. This could be potentially problematic. I probably need to status you.
Looking cool, Joker.
I can't baton pass to Makoto, though, while she's enraged.
Go ahead.
All right, okay. Pass the baton. Follow up.
Don't miss sleep, please. Thank you. You do a lot more damage while you're enraged. I forget if you have lower accuracy. In some games, you have lower accuracy while enraged, but, yeah, in this one you do more damage, but you also have drastically reduced defense, and you can't do anything except just spam basic attacks. So, generally speaking, Rage is bad for you, and also Rage plus Psy is an incredibly dangerous combination. Oh, will I be able to recruit you for free this way? Yeah. Yes, okay, good. For one, like, I was almost thinking that I was just going to not recruit you out of spite, but hey, you know, if you're going to offer, I'm going to accept it, because that's more for the compendium. And I had a feeling I was full, so what to get rid of? Yeah, I don't think a high pixie is that great, and I don't really need a full persona ever, so...
You've got a new mask, Joker.
Oh hey, we got a Thieves' Den award for, I think that's like 50 negotiations, or like 20, I'm not exactly sure, but it's some amount of negotiations. So here, there is a very suspiciously placed safe room right here.
We can use this place as a safe room.
And that has implications. So I think I'm not going to forget the safe room conversation this time. And even Morgana saying, there is a mini-boss incoming. Oh boy, Arn, you don't want to know where that elevator goes. That elevator goes to the one point that makes people not really like this dungeon that much.
Okay.
Oh, is it it's the same conversation? That's kind of disappointing.
Yep.
I had a feeling Oni and Yaksini would do it.
Not terrible.
Also, I need Phoenix anyway, because we're going to be hanging out with Kasumi soon, and I need a Faith Persona for the next rank up, rank 3.
Like to inherit.
Foul Odor. It always sucks when I give a persona this, because I just feel bad for them, but... Oh yeah, Retaliating Body is kind of nice. So yeah, let's take Retaliating Body. Oh, actually, wait, no. Retaliating Body is more than kind of nice. This is our first time seeing it, but I just want to mention that Retaliating Body is actually, it's something that I don't use often with my personal playstyle, but it's actually, if you've watched any speedruns of this game, it is incredibly broken. Reflected damage is ridiculously good in this game, especially if you're playing with Joker solo and like no party. I don't really play like this because I don't find it as fun, but if you just have Joker and only equip like repelling skills and counter skills and have Retaliating Body, or use a persona that repels the element the enemies are using, it's actually incredible just how much this breaks the game. So it's a very good trait, and I just wanted to draw attention to that. Technically speaking, I don't need Flauros anymore, but I'm not sure I want to waste you on Black Ooze. Jikokaten's actually one of my favorite personas for the boss fight at this dungeon. Although if I can get... I don't know, I think Sandman's a little higher. Yeah, Shiki Orgy's technically better, but I also like to increase my persona repertoire. The main reason I like this guy is he starts with Rakunda, so it saves me having to pass it down.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Although...
Change your mind? Justine.
Registration?
I keep forgetting to do this. Register everything. There we go. Okay. Yeah. It's just people in the comments have got on my case for forgetting to do that. I guess the menu's like a little bit sort of separated from like the normal fusion menu, which is why I often forget it in this game. Skillful Technique is kind of nice. Oh, I kind of like Taunt as well. Double Shot's decent. Oh, we're ranked 6 in Temperance as well, so this is going to get a pretty big boost. That's another reason why I like this. Because usually I'm pretty high in Temperance by the time I come here. So the 10s, basically the 4 Heavenly Kings from... but they have different designs in Persona 5 to how they did in P3 and 4. And I definitely prefer these designs. I think these designs, I know they're in Devil Survivor. I forget exactly where they debuted. I want to say it's one of the Devil Summoner games, because that's where a lot of the kind of newer designs debuted.
Finished for now. Are you finished?
So, okay then. I still have business here. And let's rank up strength.
Do you need something? Now, it would seem...
I'm not exactly sure why they are specifically for Phoenix with counter, but I suppose it means that we're making a turnabout Phoenix. Oh, they'll be even more darn strong once we get rank 5. Yeah, I mean, this whole rehabilitation thing has been incredibly vague so far. I don't think I've actually drawn attention to the fact that the letters on their caps are kind of supposed to be, when put together, oxymoron. Which the root of that comes from, I think, like, sharp and blunt at the same time. It sort of kind of means a paradox or, It's one of those words that I know what it means, but it's kind of hard to put it into words. It's kind of like a contradiction, like something that's like both hot and cold at the same time would be an oxymoron. And that's actually a good point. Only a wild card could fulfill these requests. So how would somebody predict that another wild card would come along? I mean, they only come along every few years. Meanwhile, we're just here wanting our reward.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad we don't get the next reward now, because it is the most broken thing in the game. Serious, huh? Well, I mean, you'd better be serious, because the next reward is this good. I mean, I keep saying it, but yeah, strength rank 5 is just so stupidly broken, I have to keep pointing it out.
Now.
So, what is our next fusion task?
Farewell.
Setanta with Rakukaja. Now, Setanta is a good persona to fuse anyway, because it's the earliest source of charge in the game. So, yeah, very, very important. It's a skill that multiplies the damage of her next physical attack by 2.5 times. So, I just warped to the exact same location. No, I want to go to the office. So, like, there's actually surprisingly few safe rooms in this dungeon, even though it's really long, which is kind of weird. Oh, don't worry, you'll get the chance to punch it in very, very soon. But speaking of which, okay, so for this fight, I'm gonna want not Arn, I'm gonna want Makoto, I'm gonna want Ryuji. And one other. I don't think Morgana will get his weakness hit. It's fun, I've been using Morgana a lot lately, but I think he's actually gonna do decently here. Okay, actually, slight change of plans. So Morgana out, Yusuke in. Yusuke in general is very good for mini-bosses where you can use Baton Pass. So I'm going to bring him here because this fight, I'll just confess that I am re-recording this because I was not happy with the first way I did this fight, so we're going to be doing it again.
Now then.
Yep, mini-boss approaching. Let's go. Hi there, boss man. Unfortunately not voiced. So you know we won't be confronting him directly here. I still love this portrait.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but your security's kind of sleeping with the fishes now. The dead ones. That's another quote from a movie from my childhood, Shark Tale, that it's recently become very popular to hate on the internet, but I never really thought was that terrible, but I suppose if I saw it again now, I probably would think it was bad. But anyway, this thing. Yeah, we are facing the previous two mini-bosses along with their leader, the Samurai Killer, which is a pretty cool name.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Oh, by the way, get used to hearing Makoto say this.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
She says this for every boss and mini-boss in the game from now on, so, you will hear that quite often. So yes, that thing is the Samurai Killer, otherwise known as Mikinki. Which, yeah, speaking of things that make people
What's
giggle.
my next move?
So as you saw, this thing has no weaknesses, so it's really just a big Oni, which is literally what it is. You want to hit it with ailments, particularly Shock I find is quite good because it prevents it from attacking and opens up technical. Does resist physical and repel gun though, that's something to remember. So Makoto can go for the weakness on Raging Water Demon here. Sasuga Queen! Baton Pass to Ryuji and he can hit the other weakness. Can't get a full Baton Pass chain because I haven't got a potential technical on that yet, but 2 Baton Passes onto Yusuke, probably enough for Giant Slice to wreak some havoc. Okay, nice, especially with the crit. So yeah, also Raging Temper. This really shows just how well Yusuke and Ryuji work together in Royal. Okay, you're going next. I don't like it if you manage to freeze all of us at once. Although, speaking of freeze... Aha, got the freeze, nice. Didn't even need an item to boost that. Okay, single target Bufala, not bad. I don't like it when this thing goes for Mud Bufala and a lot of people get frozen at once. Actually, now this thing is frozen, I might be able to demonstrate something. Although, Joker's turn is probably not the best use of it, especially since it's going next. I'm going to actually go ahead and Marakunda everyone, just so they go down faster. So, yeah, that thing normally repels guns, but if it's frozen, that actually negates the immunity. Which is the... I know that freeze worked that way in Digital Devil Saga, and it seems to work that way here too, which is pretty awesome. Now here is another one of those situations where I would actually rather use a Baton Pass boosted Giant Slice from Yusuke than use an all-out attack. I actually think this is going to do more damage. This is why... Oh wow, much more damage. Yeah, so this is why I like Yusuke so much and think that he's an underrated party member. And let's go ahead and Makajama you to make you not able to attack us. So yeah, here we've got a little bit of leisure time. Is anyone almost running out of the agility buff? Doesn't look like it.
Next up.
Okay. Do I have any other? I have regular old Tarukaja. Let's see if I can, I usually wasn't even Tarukaja that whole time and he still did over 1,000 damage. But yeah, as I said, the reason why I like to thin out their numbers in this fight is because otherwise, I guess I'll buff, yeah, I'll buff Makoto here. Otherwise, if they all gang up on you at once, things can get very, very dangerous. In fact, I will have footage of that at some point. Okay, not really going to do anything with you right now.
Persona!
Yeah, I want to get the technical here, so I'm going to have to wait for Joker's next turn. Here we go, Sayo. This thing was actually weak to Sai in the vanilla game, I believe. Okay, nice. And you do resist physical, so Giant Slice might not be the best option. I want to quickly check when your next turn is, though. Yep, your next turn is, well, next turn, so I kind of had a feeling that would happen, but let's see how much of this is going to do, though. Oh, it was a crit, but it didn't quite finish it. Just punching me, though. Not the worst thing in the world. And there we go, it's down. So yeah, in general, that fight can actually be pretty bad if you don't approach it in the right way, but the fact that you can get a good baton pass chain going if you've got Makoto and Ryuji in the party, and again, Yusuke, I can't stress this enough, Yusuke is excellent for any mini-boss fight that has weaknesses, because Giant Slice boosted by baton pass is just so amazing. And hey, we can fuse Personas one level higher than normal. Well, than we previously could. Than our previous normal, I should say. But, well, obviously he got away. Those guys were just a distraction. Huh, it's not quite a lift key. What is it? A journal, huh? Today I extorted people and made millions. It was funny. R equals C equals 0, I, and yes, that is an I, equals 1, H equals 2. What could this mean? So I'd recommend writing this down in a Word document or something while you're playing, but you do have access to this in your key items menu if you want to recall this information. Well, I mean, at least he was smart enough to tear out all of his code hints, but he seems to be dropping them everywhere.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, the most secure area in a lot of ways. Let's make sure we're ready. So we'll need to remember that hint, but for now I think I'm gonna stop because we've covered quite a bit. We ended with a mini boss, and once we enter that elevator, that's gonna be the perfect segue into the final part of this dungeon. So I will see you all then for probably not the end, because although the end begins now, it's not going to be over for a little bit. We are approaching the longest part of this dungeon, so see you all then.
It looks vicious. We should go. The enemy is strong. Defeat it quickly with bless attacks. It's immune to curse. I had hoped we could end this quickly.
You're mine.
Woo! Looking cool, Joker.
Do it.
Not over yet.
Persona! Charge, Johanna!
The enemy's dead. This is
I got it.
shot.
Persona! Take this! Two left! Persona! Here we go! This is my other self! Goemon!
That hit his weak point. Keep it going, Fox. Persona! Johanna! That hit their weakness.
Payback time, kid. Now you'll get it.
Saw that.
All right, Joker. Very
Persona.
smooth.
There!
Woo! Looking cool, Joker.
Yours.
All right, I better handle this. Use my persona. Use the second person.
Persona! Goemon, strike!
electricity. If we can
Let's
use
go.
that, it'll go down fast.
Ravage them!
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Go ahead.
Not over yet! Charge, Johanna! The enemy's dead! Help me, another
Mine.
baton pass!
I am thou. Goemon!
Oh, nice one, Fox!
Persona! Let's go. Goemon, strike! Who's next?
Vicious foe. Attack with psychokinetic skills. They're tough, but weak to nuclear. The enemy is strong.
Persona!
Aim for its wind weakness.
Meridor! There!
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Go!
Not over yet! Persona! Johanna! The enemy's dead! Let's aim for its wind weakness. Use software from the second person!
This one!
We did it! Go!
Up to you next!
That's everyone! Nice strategy, team!
This is my other self! Not true! Persona! Get ready! Let's go. Goemon!
That hit its weak point! Keep it going, Fox! I'll use my persona!
Now you'll get it!
Careful, Blair's unconscious! This is
Damn
bad!
it! Here he comes!
Skull's in trouble! Someone
Next
pick-
up. There. I apologize. Persona! Woodman Persona! There!
Everyone,
Persona!
watch your health!
Goemon, strike!
Ah, nice one, Fox!
Yours now. Here
Not
goes.
over yet!
Persona! Go down!
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Do it!
Pass it on to the second person! Persona! Charge, Johanna! Okay,
Now you'll get it!
Too slow.
all right, Joker!
Persona!
We're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker!
Go ahead,
Not
Roger.
over yet!
This is my other self. Goemon!
Simply incredible.